Hey fams, how's it going? So I'm going to do something special for you guys for cooking for the fall. I'm going to show you how to make homemade apple butter in the crock pot. So stay tuned and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So this is what you're going to need. You are going to need 6 big apples and you're going to need to core, peel, and chop them. There's your core. And I got my measuring stuff out. We're going to need a cup of that, and a cup of brown sugar, some cinnamon, some vanilla, some apple cider. It also calls for nutmeg or cloves or any other, like, seasonal seasonings that you'd like to add. I mean, feel free to add like a half a tablespoon or a half a teaspoon or whatever. But I'm going to show you the process as I do it. I'll show you when I cube these and I throw them in here. This is my slow cooker that I'm going to use. It's about 6 quarts, I would say. So 6 apples. And I'll core these up and peel them and chop them and show you how small I do them. And then I'll show you the rationing of the seasoning that I add. And also, it's going to take a really long time in here. And you're going to have to use your mixer as well, because you're going to have to get it really fine and like butter. So here we go. I will show you after I do the chopping. Alright, so I got these all cubed up, as small as I could get them. As you can tell, they're fairly small. They're going to get mushed down and mixed. So I'm going to add the stuff now. See, here we go. And what you're going to need, and I wrote it down so that, because I'm weird and I have to write everything down. So you need a tablespoon of vanilla. So you'll need a tablespoon of vanilla, and I'll add that. Hold on 1 second. Alright, so I got a tablespoon of vanilla. I'm just going to pour that on it. And then I poured vanilla on my paper. So I need a cup of sugar, white sugar, and a cup of brown sugar. Alright, I got my cup of sugar. I'll throw that up in there. Whole cup. Now I'll get my cup of brown sugar. And I'll show you guys that. And then the other seasoning. And we'll mix it all in and put it on the heat. Okay, so my brown sugar was in a huge brick. And I couldn't get it very softened, but I'm pretty sure that's about a cup. So I'm just going to stick it in there. It's all going to melt. So, whatever, right? And we need some apple cider vinegar and cinnamon. So we'll do the cinnamon, which is a tablespoon. Alright, got my tablespoon of cinnamon. I'm going to put that up in there. Don't breathe that in. Remember the cinnamon challenge, everybody? Whew! Don't want to do that. Some of it's stuck in there. Get it all out. That way I get my full tablespoon. Alright, now I need a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. So, I will do that. And there's my apple cider vinegar. I'll throw that up on there. For some reason, it feels like there should be more apple cider vinegar in there, but that's what the recipe calls for. So we'll see what happens after all this melts down. I want to mix this up really good. I think I have something to mix it up with. I do. Rinse it off real quick and then I'll mix this up. Alright, so we got this in my crock pot and I turn it on high. I'll switch this here and we'll mix all this in the best we can. And then we'll wait for all of it to melt. They say it takes about 8 hours, so we'll have to keep checking it every now and then. It is 2, so it won't be done until like 10 o'clock tonight. And then put it in some jars and put it on bread and whatever. So we'll show you that when I check it next. Look, my chunk of brown sugar is starting to melt. See that? It's just coming apart. But look at, you can tell it's starting to get hot in here because these are all like getting all moist and looking all nummy. Yeah, that looks good. I think this might actually turn out pretty well. I don't know how many jars I'll have of it, but I have a couple available just in case. So just wanted to let you guys know every so often you should come and like stir it up and check your apples, stir up your seasonings. So it's been about an hour. It's like 3:30 now. Look at that. It's got like a liquid forming at the bottom, which is going to make it really easy to, when these get really soft, to like mix it up with the mixer. It smells absolutely delicious. And they shrink down so much. Some of the seasoning. But this was 6 really large apples. And it's only taken up half of my crock pot now. See how quick they cook down? They're still pretty hard though. Ooh, it smells like apple cider. It's absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see how this turns out. And I will show you when we probably check it in about 2 more hours before we like mix it and stuff and soften it. So it's been about 2 hours since I last checked this actually. Oh my god, that does look good. It smells so good. Holy cow.
I want to taste it.
Now you'll taste it when I'm all done. I'm trying to cook these all down and then I gotta blend them so they're like butter. But they still got a ways to cook down though because they're not ready to be blended yet. Ooh, look at this fogged up the camera. There we go.
Don't mind me. Just hungry.
Okay, we had a couple food hauls here. That's why there's so much food. So.
And bread, so that's why I'm eating bread.
This would be good to put on bread, so yes. So we'll check that again in a few more hours. Alright, this is what it looks like. And I just took out my mixer. So I'm going to try to give this a mix. Oh, I lost one of my things. Hold on 1 second. I lost a... There we go. Sorry about that. This is really tough. But I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. I'm going to mix this up. After making a big old sticky mess in my kitchen, I have this stuff down to a really finer than applesauce consistency now, as you can tell. So I'm going to let it cook more, and then we'll mix it more. and then it'll be almost done. It tastes amazing. It legit tastes good. I think there's only gonna be enough for like 1 jar, which is fine. We got 5 people in the family, so it'll feed all of us. But yeah, that's what it looks like. It tastes so good. Alright, I'm gonna clean up my mess. So it actually only took about 5 hours. Don't look at the label of the other jar, but I got 2 jars full. It's not like super smooth, but it's way finer than applesauce. So it's still like an apple spread or an apple butter. Yeah, so 6 apples made 2 jars. So I haven't peeled the label off that other jar, it's just washed out. But yeah, so apple butter, dude. 6 large apples from the apple orchard and some ingredients that I had at home in a crock pot in 6 hours of time. That's it. That's all it takes to make 2 jars of apple butter that'll probably last us quite a while. But we have all this bread, like I said, so. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me if you've ever tried this or if you've ever made this.